When did you have to choose between two lives? I was 22 when I found out my girlfriend was pregnant the same week my best friend got diagnosed with leukemia. Sarah told me over dinner at Olive Garden on a Tuesday night. We were sharing the Tour of Italy special, and she just blurted it out between breadsticks. I'm pregnant, she said, then immediately followed with, and I'm keeping it. I nearly choked on my fettuccine. 2 days later, Marcus called me from the hospital at 6 a.m. His voice was shaky, which was weird because Marcus never got scared of anything. The doctors had run some tests after he'd been feeling tired for weeks. Acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Stage 3. They're saying maybe 6 months without treatment, he told me. 2 years if I do the aggressive chemo route. But dude, I can't do this alone. Here's the thing about Marcus. He'd been my best friend since we were 12. When my dad walked out on us junior year, Marcus let me crash at his place for 3 months. When I dropped out of college because I couldn't afford tuition, he helped me get a job at his uncle's auto shop. When I got arrested for that stupid drunk driving incident, he posted bail at 2 a.m. without asking questions. Now he needed me, but there was a massive problem. Marcus lived in Portland. Sarah and I were in Phoenix. If I moved up there to help him through treatment, driving him to appointments, helping with bills, basically being his caretaker, I'd miss my kid's entire first year, maybe more. If I stayed in Phoenix for the baby, Marcus would go through cancer completely alone. His parents died in a car crash when we were 19. No siblings, no girlfriend, just a few casual friends who'd probably disappear when things got hard. Sarah was furious when I even brought up the possibility of moving. Are you seriously considering leaving me? She said, throwing her pregnancy vitamins across the kitchen. Your friend or your family, choose right now. But it wasn't that simple. This was Marcus, the guy who taught me how to change oil, who stayed up all night playing video games when I was too depressed to sleep, who drove 8 hours straight when my mom had her heart attack. I spent 2 weeks trying to find some middle ground. Video calls every day, weekend visits, maybe hiring a nurse to help him. Nothing worked. Marcus was too proud to take money from me, and the treatments were going to wipe out his savings anyway. Sarah was too scared about raising a baby alone to understand why I was even considering leaving. The stress was killing me. I lost 15 pounds, couldn't sleep, kept having panic attacks at work. My boss finally pulled me aside and asked if I needed time off. Meanwhile, Sarah was getting bigger every day, complaining about morning sickness and back pain. She needed me there for doctor appointments, for setting up the nursery, for just holding her hair back when she threw up. How could I abandon her for someone else? But Marcus was getting sicker. His voice got weaker every time we talked. He tried to hide it, making jokes about losing his hair before the chemo even started, but I could tell he was scared. Finally, on a Thursday night, Marcus made the choice for me. He called around 11 p.m., which was unusual because he usually went to bed early now. Hey man, I've got some news, he said, and for a second my heart stopped because I thought he was about to tell me the cancer had spread. I'm moving to Phoenix, he continued. Found this experimental treatment program at the university hospital. Apparently they're doing some cutting-edge stuff with younger patients. I was stunned. Marcus, when did you even research this? He laughed, but it sounded tired. Dude, you think I've just been sitting around feeling sorry for myself? I've been calling hospitals all over the country for the past week. Phoenix has one of the best programs, and it's covered by my insurance. But where will you live? How will you afford? Already found an apartment 2 miles from you guys. Figured you're gonna need help with that baby anyway, and I'm about to have way too much free time between treatments. Turns out he'd been planning this move for days, researching doctors, looking at apartments online, even talking to his uncle about transferring his health insurance. You think I'm gonna miss watching you change diapers? He laughed. Besides, someone needs to teach that kid how to throw a proper curveball. My daughter Emma is 3 now. Marcus moved into his apartment 2 weeks before she was born, just in time to drive us to the hospital when Sarah went into labor. He's been cancer-free for 2 years, and Emma calls him Uncle Marcus. He babysits every Friday night so Sarah and I can have date nights, and he's already teaching Emma how to ride a bike. Sometimes the people you love save you from making impossible choices.